Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. As you guys can see by the title, today I'm going to be talking about 3 creative ways that you guys can buy and resell iPhones, either on eBay or the local marketplace. It doesn't really matter, but today I'm going to be talking about kind of 3 different ways I know a lot of you haven't really thought about, and it's just an extra way you guys can potentially make money with phone flipping. So with that said, let's get into today's video. So obviously, before we get into the video, if you're new here, definitely hit that little subscription button down below. And if you enjoy the content, definitely give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate the support. But with that said, the first way I know a lot of you guys haven't really thought about to buy and resell phones is actually going on eBay, looking at items that are like actually auctioning, that should be like obviously expiring within the next day or two, bidding on them and potentially winning those items. And trying to get low prices for them. One thing that I have noticed is when I resell locally, depending on the phone, I'm able to get a lot more than I can on eBay. So this was brought up in several different phone flipping groups on Facebook that I have been in the past. And something I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't really tried it, but I've seen other people that have done this internationally and have found a lot of success with. And that's obviously just buying these phones on eBay, especially if you're internationally. Prices could be a lot higher in your area to resell locally. So if you buy them in the US for cheap and then actually ship them, if they're able to ship to your country, you get the phone and then just resell locally, you can make a lot of money off of it. Those few of you that are internationally, this is a pretty cool way you guys can leverage low prices in the US to high prices in your country, whether it's in Canada, Europe, Asia, and it doesn't really matter. But for those of you that are on the international side of phone flipping, definitely something to think about. And even if you're in the US like me, as I mentioned before, like 6 pluses will go for like $200, $220 on eBay. And for me in my town, I can resell them for locally for $300, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty big arbitrage opportunity. Arbitrage just means like a difference. It's basically the difference you're able to make with profit. So if you have that kind of opportunity, it's definitely something I recommend you guys take advantage. It's something I haven't really tapped into simply because I kind of have like a short temper in a sense. I like quick cash. I like going and buying a phone right now and reselling either on eBay in 10 minutes or locally within the same day. But it's definitely, if you're having slow days, something to think about. And if you have experience on eBay, like actually auctioning on items like these phones, definitely give it a try. And if you're able to win these items at a low price and resell them locally, it's another great avenue to obviously go and make some extra profit. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit more time to like transfer the payment for you to get the phone, and obviously that's probably a lot longer than just going out and buying a phone locally, which takes 15-20 minutes. But yeah, if you're able to do that consistently, it's something I haven't really seen anybody do, but I thought it'd be a pretty cool way to buy and resell phones for some extra profit. The second thing, and I've not really talked about it on my channel before, but something I might tap into in the future simply because of capital requirements, and you guys can probably see where this is going, but that's buying phones in bulk, or as a lot of people will say, in wholesale. And I've seen other YouTubers talk about it simply because I don't really have as much knowledge about it as some of them do, so I'm not going to claim that I know all the information about buying in bulk, but I know there is opportunities too. I know a couple of the guys that are in my phone flipping Facebook group, which is a second link down below if you guys are not in it, so hashtag plug. But if you guys are like, some of these guys are buying like 50 phones, like iPhone 5s in a box, like obviously that's buying in bulk, or rather wholesale, which is pretty cool because obviously by buying in bulk, you're able to get a lesser price per phone in a sense. So when you go resell those either in bulk or phone by phone, you're going to be able to get a lot more margin in terms of profit and therefore make a lot of money. But with that said, the only negative side about buying phones in bulk, or rather wholesale, is you're going to need a lot of capital, and I mentioned that before. You're probably going to need about $10,000 plus, which I know a lot of you isn't something realistic, especially if you're not doing this full time and you don't have a lot of experience. I only recommend doing that if you've had a couple years in experience like in the industry. That's why I haven't tapped into it. I'm being honest with you guys. I like transparency on this channel, but it's something I've seen other successful people do, like have success with it obviously. So I thought I'd transfer that into a creative way that you guys can buy and resell phones. And the third way is something I've seen a lot more people do, and something a lot more practical to a lot of you probably watching this YouTube channel and this video, is to actually buy a phone most likely cracked, fix it, and then go and resell it and fit. And like, it doesn't even have to be cracked. It could have bad LCD, like bad like sensors in the phone, like bad home button, like cracked camera, whatever it may be. I know a lot of you out there, and there's a lot of content out there on how to fix phones, whatever it may be on the phone. And if you're able to practice on some older phones, that's one thing I'd recommend for you guys, and something I'm gonna get into definitely in the future because it is a big revenue source. For me, I just buy cracked phones and I'll resell them, or bad like LCD phones, and I'll resell them on eBay. But if I'm able to figure out how to obviously buy them but fix them, you're probably most likely going to buy them super cheap, and then if you're able to fix them on your own, you're probably going to get that at a pretty cheap price rather than having somebody else do it. And that's why I don't do it now, because simply I don't know how to. But if you guys learn, I might try to plug some different channels that I know like teach how to fix phones in the description below. I don't really know yet, but it's definitely something to think about. It's a great way to make margin. And with that said, another like kind of tangent of that is simply just creating like a fixing phone kind of business model, and that could be a separate entity, something I might tap into in the future, and I really want to. I know it's not that hard to fix phones. You just have to buy the screens, get a couple toolkits here and there, and I know a couple of people have mentioned to me, which I'm very grateful for, where to buy them. But and if you don't really know where to buy them, leave a comment down below. I guarantee somebody watching this will let you guys know. That's why I created this community. But having maybe just a phone flipping kind of segment, plus a segment simply to just fix phones, because that you don't really have any liability with that. In a sense, you should have like a money back guarantee if you can't fix the phone right, but this takes about 15-20 minutes, and you go in without a phone and you leave without a phone. All you do is fixing the phone, grabbing that quick cash, probably 50 to 100 bucks, and getting out there, which is pretty cool. And it's something you can easily create a business out of, having like expanding it into like other people doing it, teaching it how to do it, possibly creating like YouTube videos on how to do it. So there's definitely a lot of potential out there with like buying like bad phones, in the sense that there's something wrong with them, like internally and externally. So it's just another great way for you guys to make some revenue, and something to think about. Not necessarily if you are a beginner. If you're a beginner, definitely I wouldn't recommend trying any of these in a sense, but it's something to look forward to in the future. I'm getting to the point where I might try one or two of these strategies, especially like the bulk and fixing phones. But if you found value in the video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you have any like questions about anything I talked about today, or any comments, also leave a comment down below. And again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that little subscription button down below. I know you want to join the phone flipping family. We are growing here. We're almost to 500. Help me get there. It's a big milestone. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Once I reach that milestone, I'm going to be probably amping up the quality of these videos, just in terms of buying new cameras, new equipment. So I'm pretty excited. It's a big milestone. We're probably one of the fastest growing phone flipping communities in the industry. So don't you want to be a part of that? I do. And if you want to, hit that little subscription button down below. But again, I hope you guys are having a great day. Go buy some phones, set some goals. Let me know what you guys are up to. And with that said, I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.